Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Stefflon Dawn. It is After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. And I've got all the hot girls in Lagos in one room. I've got a hot Ugandan missus.
Yeah, Mrs.
I've got a hot...
Daddy Freeze. Don't worry, thank you. I don't need a compliment. I don't need a compliment.
And I've also got Zika in the building representing...
Representing what?
Southeast.
Why you like that? Which are you Southeast?
Gang.
You mean Anambra Southeast?
Daddy Freeze, I'm not even from Anambra.
There was actually,
Where are you from? Imo?
Yes,
there was actually a poll on Twitter.
All right.
Which Igbo guys are the best guys to marry, and everyone voted Anambra.
Yeah,
Is it
Anambra,
like-
even for the girls too.
No.
No.
Okay, you are from Imo, I mean.
Yes, Imo
Also, your
girls.
sisters.
Imo girls are the best Igbo girls. Then, of course, for guys, Imo guys too. I didn't. I'm not joking.
Just
I'm not
pretend
joking.
You can't see them. Pretend they don't exist.
Oh please. Well, Igbos generally are the best. Okay.
All right. Yes. When we're done with picking which tribe is best, I think we should also. Looks like there's some static happening if you touch the table. So guys, keep your hands off the table.
Oh yeah.
Okay. People who installed things here, people that installed things that are touching, just know that EFCC is coming after you too. Studio Mali. All right, back to what we was talking about. First of all, we're starting with cheating. Because we just sang a song about cheating, or a song about you got a new girl.
Yeah.
And it's hurting you.
You know what? I want you guys to know that I've got a girl with a voice. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe I should just let Amal, kill all the music. Let's hear your voice. Just kick a few lines on this one without touching the table, because something's going off real bad.
Of that song?
Yeah, now you go.
I heard you got a new girlfriend, and it's hurting me. I heard you got a new girlfriend. Something like that. I don't know the song.
Wow.
Big ups. Swallow Ugandan lobster.
Yeah.
AKA. You sound so much like
Daddy
Stefflon
Freeze,
Dawn that you could be Burner's side piece in Nigeria.
Wow.
And you also kind of look like her too.
I almost thought you were about to say something nice like you.
Why can't she be Burner's side piece?
Side piece. Oh no, she's better than that.
Thank you, baby.
Our full amount, lobster amount.
About with the cash.
Anyway, girls, please, I beg you in the name of God, don't be side pieces.
Sure.
All right? Don't be side pieces. Amal was giving us gist, which is going to give us again today, about a side piece situation she witnessed.
Yes. So I was in this place, and this girl comes down from Amara, yeah? So she came, she thought she was going to meet her friends. Apparently, she was coming to meet the woman whose home she has been wrecking.
Wow.
Yeah. So she comes, there's a whole confrontation. The woman was first trying to the woman was just saying, I just want to talk to you. I just want to talk to you. I was like, I want to go home. What you think you are? What? I was on my own. And she was cursing out all of her friends.
You recorded some of this?
Yes.
Can I see? Hold on a second. Who said that? Pastor Mrs.
Yes.
Auntie Dollar.
I don't know, but I feel...
So listen, yeah. She said that ajekwe ajekumilonje. You know what that means?
What does that mean?
You are eating my leftovers.
But you're still begging him to come home.
Wait.
And you still have to leave.
Let's imagine the girl has an STD. And she gives the man who gets the leftover STD.
You get low.
You see, listen, yeah. When you're a pastor and you base your teachings on everything but the Bible, this is the kind of mess that you get.
Exactly. But regarding this video though, I don't understand why when a man cheats on the wife, the wife goes after the
Because
side.
the woman
piece. Why?
expects it from her man. We expect that's a
So
truth.
if you expect it from your man, why are you fighting
not
the
from
woman
your
you're
man?
cheating
No,
with?
the thing is, women usually, there's a saying, men will always be men. Yeah, but then there's also
That's bullocks if you ask
no.
me.
That's what happens. That's why if your friend, if I'm cheating or if your boyfriend is cheating on you with me,
So
you'd
you-
attack me even if you didn't know me, because you always have this thing of men who can always be men. But why is my fellow
see,
woman?
let me
If
be
I
honest
think
with
that
you.
men,
Let me
Okay.
be honest with you. If and I saw them bundling the side piece into a car.
Yeah.
If my wife did that to me, I'd arrest her. I'll be the one that'll press the charges on behalf of my side piece. Like, dude,
Wow.
what is going on? You see, a lot of people have mistaken marriage for demonic possession.
Yeah,
You don't own your husband and you don't own your wife.
it's just your time.
It's you are together, and if it is not working,
I'm not so sure about that.
no, you don't.
It's not like you own like a property or anything, but
So listen.
you
Why?
deserve some respect. Some things
Then
are
demand
obligated
it
to
from
you.
your man.
Yeah.
Exactly. I wouldn't go after a side piece.
Now, hold
I'd
on.
rather go
hold
after my
on,
husband.
Hold on. And talking about men, did he bring the girl to your home?
I don't know the story, but she seemed very confident.
If he didn't do so,
Listen.
But
listen.
okay, so what if he did?
The respect that
Oh.
you're demanding from your man should be the fact that the moment you find out that he's sharing himself with you and somebody else, should be the opportunity you've been looking for to find your square roots.
no, it's not always like that. Sometimes you don't want to leave your husband. Sometimes you're in love with them,
Listen
right?
to me, you disgrace me by carrying my, and you have not left me. Me, I've left you.
That's not how it
I'm not
works.
going to go back to that man.
honestly,
A
That's not
woman-
how it works.
You see, it's
There are
different.
emotions involved.
Good.
People
Then-
don't just leave their partners
You
just
can't
because
base
they cheat.
your life
they
on
cheat
emotions.
and
You
you
can't
find
base
out
You
for the
can't base
first
your life
time.
on emotions.
You really
Well,
can't.
a marital relationship, I guess there are emotions involved.
But
and
you can't
just
make every life
What,
decision
so-
on emotions.
On
Doesn't-
emotions,
It doesn't.
that's
You
right.
can't make every
Mhm.
life decision on emotions, but you can't just walk away from your marriage because you find out your husband cheats for the
What
first
are you?
time.
Why do you
I
want
mean,
to
I
leave?
don't know. I don't think it
Because
works
he has
like
red
that.
wrapper.
Hold on.
I
This
don't
is
think
what
it
I would
works
do.
like
This is
that.
what I would do. I'll sit my man down if I were a woman. Guy, what's going on? What is the problem? Let us try to find am I the one that's the problem? Have I become
do
fat
you know-
because I was trying to bear kids? What is it? You see, let me tell you something here. Guys go to church or to the prayer house or to the mosque to find a wife. Then go to the nightclub to find a garden tool.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Reach.
You want to have a wife
Mom,
on the home
leave me
front.
alone.
Where
Leave
do
me
you think
alone.
you'll find it?
In church. Midnight service.
You want
They will find your
to have a
business.
woman that will be good optically.
Hmm.
We are hypocrites. We care about what the world sees and says and use that as a point to judge our reality. The perception of the world is the judgment of human reality. But it doesn't work like that. You like those girls with the short dresses in the nightclubs, but you don't want to marry them.
Well, you don't
Well, why
You want
don't
to
you
marry the
them?
one that doesn't appeal to you, but everybody will say he has a decent wife.
But
But-
then
so why can't you
again,
go
there's
and marry
still
the girl in a
no.
short dress?
This what you just said, that I think is relative. Now, some people actually go for what they like, but it doesn't end there. Men will still, like some of them that would marry the girls from the club that they actually like. They will still want to go after more girls in the club.
No, because
That's
marriage
because
changes
men,
women.
especially from
Okay,
this
so
part of the world,
guys,
feel like
if you
it's
know
okay for
one
them to
woman
cheat.
is not enough for you, can you please not marry?
Exactly.
You can have kids. You
Exactly.
can have kids.
You know.
But see, the problem with women is, I'm sorry, guys. You guys are women, but I need to tell you this. You guys are, I'm going to look for the word. You have a sense of entitlement.
Mm?
Once a man takes you out for 2 drinks, you are in a relationship with him, even if he's not in a relationip with you.
Not often.
Why is he
it's
taking
not
me?
always
Why,
the
if he
case.
doesn't want a relationship, why is he taking me? Does he want to
Maybe
be my
he
friend?
just wants to hit it.
No, go and
I
hit
do
it
not
somewhere else.
support. I do not support casual intercourse, but I also do not support marrying people for the wrong reasons.
Okay.
Do you understand? Which is
Yeah.
what 90% of our marriages are. I'm 35 years old. I need to be married.
She
Not because
can
I
cook.
want to get married, but hey, I need to be married. So there's so many marriage contracts out there that people are in while they continue their lives outside the contract. You see, marriage is supposed to be between a man and a woman, but we've made it between a society. So this is the result. Now, what if the man wanted to take a second wife?
Well,
What if he's toasting the side chick?
Exactly, to
because
be
he
a
wants
second wife, because that's allowed. So why you attack? Like, I felt so sorry for, but she
I
held
want to
her
ask.
own.
I want to ask. Personally, listen. Personally, I don't believe in polygamy. Because what I tell my people is, I believe a man and a woman are equal. So if a man can have a second wife, a woman too can have a second husband.
Of course.
That's my belief. So that's why I don't preach it. But on what grounds can we say polygamy is wrong? It's not wrong by our traditional culture. It's not wrong by Islam.
Well, if he wants to take a second wife, and that's why he's outside frolicking with girls, I mean, to be safe, for respect, like to respect his wife, I think it's better for him to discuss it with his wife, right? I want to take
Let
a
me
second
ask you a
wife. Now,
question.
this
Naomi,
is,
Naomi,
now,
you
this
are my
is the
first
girl I
wife.
want to take.
Naomi,
This is
you are
the girl
my
I want
first
to marry.
wife.
You
I
bring
bring
her home
Amal.
and introduce her,
Naomi,
right?
you're my first wife.
If
I
the wife
bring
can't take
Amal.
it, that's her problem to deal with.
I bring
But
Amal.
let
Will you
her
take
know. That's a different case. I'm
No,
just saying.
that's
no,
exactly-
that's
exactly
no.
the
What
case.
I'm saying is, instead of cheating and hiding and taking girls' side pieces to hotels and all of
Where
that,
should he take
with your
them to?
wife not knowing,
home?
and with your wife not knowing, with the excuse of you saying you want to take a second wife. Now, if you want to take a second wife, discuss it with your first wife, right?
No, but
explain
he's
to her that you want to
dating.
take.
He's supposed to
yeah, that
dating.
process of
He's
dating.
not sure
He's
if
getting
going
to
You should
know
also
her.
let. You should also
So,
let your
no,
the
let him
process
court
of
in peace.
getting to know her. That's when you're cheating.
No.
That's when you're cheating.
It's courting.
That
Are you going to marry somebody you've not courted?
whatever. When you're courting that lady that you think you want to take as a second wife, is when you're still cheating on your wife.
No, dear.
Now, guys.
You're
You're cheating
now,
on your
guys.
first wife. How is it?
Traditionally,
Hold on a
just-
second, guys. You see, the main problem is we were all thought or taught wrong.
My own take is, if you know that you can't be satisfied with one woman that you
Hold
marry,
on, hold on.
don't
Do you
get
know
married.
the average Nigerian?
Don't get married.
Don't
Hold
get
on,
married.
guys. Hold on, guys. Do you know the average Nigerian doesn't know the essence of marriage?
Why do you get married?
Let me tell you what marriage is.
Procreation.
Marriage has nothing to do with kids, has nothing to do with a family. It is to become one. That is marriage.
What the Bible says.
That's what the scriptures say.
Well, what the society says.
The society is mad.
And-
And this is the result of the mad society.
Exactly.
Mad people
Yeah.
coming to bundle somebody else's daughter inside your car. If that was my daughter, I'm going to get a nice lawyer and sue your dumb asses to the
Exactly.
nicest courthouse in the nicest part of town and make sure you get a nice cell that is your size.
Because they seem to have
Probably
money.
like the one
So
Naira.
that
Now,
would be a
even
nice...
if I was the husband, just to show my wife that I'm the man in this house, I will arrest you
Excuse
and
me,
whoever
Daddy, please.
teamed up with
Yes.
Uh-uh.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Am I
Wait, you
not
will arrest
arrest?
your wife after
I will
even being
fund.
scum?
Oh yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna be real
Hey.
scum.
Why would she imprison someone's daughter?
Why would you bundle
Do you know
somebody's
what I
daughter
have with
into
her?
a
What if
car?
it was a business relationship? What if I was trying to
I
sleep
can't
with her
even
so that I can
believe
get
you
married
guys. So
to the
you
family?
arrest your wife after even being the one that
No,
cheated
no,
on her?
not arrest though.
I don't
Nah.
think.
Make
I
sure
don't.
if she spends 3 or 4 days a week in court,
In court, yes.
and spends 80% of her salary paying lawyers, she would understand. You see, listen, you
There are
can't
levels
blame.
to this scumness, Sha.
Let me
There
tell
are
you the
levels to this
truth.
And we're
scumness.
on
This
level
one that you're
one.
saying.
Listen, let me tell you the truth.
This
Let me tell you the
one.
truth, guys.
What?
Women cheat more than men.
Yeah.
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 Women cheat
Women cheat
more
more.
than
What
men.
is, yeah?
That
Yeah.
woman that
Seriously,
went to
they
bundle
do. I'm
that
telling
man-
How do you know? How?
Air
Women.
check.
No.
Check. People in the studio. That woman that went to bundle her man side chick has a side nigger.
That is
Wow,
not true.
that is
Because you
freeze.
cannot categorically say that because you don't know. I mean, these things are not
I
even
can tell
factual.
you
These things are not
statistically-
factual. But for crying out loud, every day we
Have
see
you tried putting
men
into Google
with multiple
Nigerian men
women.
and women who cheat more?
It could never
It's just that
be.
women are
It could-
smarter at cheating.
Yes.
Men, because you see, women cheat.
Now
with-
guess what? Guess what? If it was the man that went to bundle the guy that was sleeping with his wife, who would say he's wicked?
Yes.
Nobody.
So let's
nobody
keep
would
the
say
same
that.
energy.
Nobody will say that. That's
we
not
will-
true. You guys are just being unfair. Women.
No.
How can you say women cheat more
Women
than
cheat
men?
more. It's just that
Women that are married, like married women, or just single.
No.
There's a story
No,
on
married.
the Pulse
In fact,
that says
both-
married people cheat so much in Lagos that is no longer shocking. It's right there on the Pulse NG. You guys can check that out.
Like when-
Anyway, let's talk about other things. I'm done with this cheating
Exactly,
thing.
because the
we
women
already
that are
know
cheating,
women are
they're
scum
cheating
when
with
it comes
men,
to
and it's
cheating.
sometimes some people's husband, right?
But does that make it any difference? These days, cheating is so normal that when someone says I have a boyfriend, the first thing you ask
I don't
them
think
is,
that I
is
don't
he
think
married?
you can say.
I have a boyfriend. Is he married? All right, guys.
Do they do that in Uganda?
let me-
That's
Dear,
not in
no,
Uganda.
no, dear. Uganda,
Not in Lagos.
No,
Ugandan
not in
girls,
Nigeria.
Ugandan girls don't cheat.
Oh
in
yeah,
Nigeria.
right. And they come here every weekend.
Yeah, they come to do business.
Wow,
Weekend.
wow.
Wow, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I work more on the weekends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why
Let
I
me
work
see.
more. I'm
when
more
the
active on
pastors work,
weekends.
is it no weekend?
Is it not
That's
Sunday?
So
Pastors
Oh
and
my
nightclub
goodness.
owners work the same time, man. It's the
It's
weekend.
the industry, yeah.
Woo, we gonna cash in.
nah, they're all in different WhatsApp groups.
All right, it's 96.9 Cool FM. Game of Thrones is finally over. Were you whelmed, underwhelmed,
I'm
or
just
overwhelmed?
excited that it's over now, so we can move on to better things, and
Yes.
I can enjoy my season 1 well. You
Yes,
know, I
Naomi's
can start
catching up with Ned Stark.
You know.
Yes. I actually stopped.
Where
at
are you
start
now?
again.
King's Landing?
No. Where
Oh,
am
you
I?
don't know where
I
that
don't even
is.
know where I am yet.
Oh, you're building.
But
you're
I'm still
building,
catching
you're
up,
building.
and
You
I
have a
like
long
it
way to
already.
go.
Yeah. And
Now, who were the idiots that wrote this season?
oh my
Where
god.
are they?
I've been seeing a lot of people complain about
Yeah.
it
No,
on
no, no, no,
Twitter.
no, no, no. As in, I swear to God, Omotola, Genevieve, and Ramsey Noah with RMD would have done a better season 8.
I mean, I said somebody.
Like, what was that?
Somebody tweeted they should have said produced by Chidi
Chidi.
Chikere or Sebejiro or
No, 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 no,
something
no, no.
like that.
You guys have no clue. What was that? The dragon had sense more than all of them.
Wow.
The dragon got up and burnt down the Iron Throne.
But how would you have preferred it to end though?
Not like this.
How?
Or even
What-
if like
what
this
did you
with
expect?
a less this it just looked so low budget. It was like, all right, let's end it,
Let's
let's end it,
end
let's
it.
end it. Let's quickly round up, let's just quickly close
I
it.
think they lost the plot along
Yeah.
the lines.
They lost the plot this entire you see, first of all, you start with season 1. I saw White Walkers.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You're seeing season 1 when that time White Walkers have not yet been established. We are hearing them. Then they build how powerful these White Walkers are all the way down to season 8, and then Arya Stark just stabs the
Why?
Night King.
Once, not
Just
even
like
like
that.
once, just
once,
So
and then
this-
the Night King dies.
So do you guys still think Game of Thrones is the greatest series of all time?
No, that ended in season 6. Up until season 6.
So some people
Game
will
of
now
Thrones.
be abusing me on YouTube that how can I say Game of Thrones? Now, what you guys think?
You know, because you are slow, you should not be judging the rest of the
That's not true. I said it. I said it from the
Now,
start.
now, look at the way Daenerys was killed. After coming and burning down the whole King's Landing. And that John Winter, what was his name?
Just no.
As in cow. As in mature cow. The guy now comes, you know, let me tell you, Jon Snow is the kind of person that needs slap. If na me being Papa, I go to wake up with slap. John.
Bastard.
come
love
on, get
you.
out.
As in, this is how he looks. As in, you guys on the radio cannot see my expression. Y'all need to. The guy, they look like Moo Moo.
Like really?
Like Moo. Oh my God, what's going on?
Then Brown became the king.
Bran the Broken becomes the king.
What happens to Arya?
Arya went to go and look for adventure.
That's
As in,
like-
I just feel like entering the television. As in, listen to what happened. Taste Buds was not with me. She was in another town. So I was supposed to wake her up at 2 o'clock to watch. So I sat down in my sitting room with the children and we all dozed off, warning that whoever wakes up by mistake should wake everybody else up. Of course, I'm the one that eventually woke up by mistake 10 minutes into Game of Thrones. mad as hell, waking up the children and saying, we woke you. You woke who? We're sleeping and snoring. So, okay, let's call mommy. We call her. She was awake, watching the wrong channel.
Wow.
So, her own was more painful than our own. Our own was we slept. You,
Then you're awake.
you're awake, you're watching the wrong channel. She was waiting till 3 o'clock, whereas it was 2 o'clock. So I was like, okay, change it to 101. She missed when, what's his name? Tyrion Lannister
Okay.
stumbled upon the corpses of his brother Jaime and his sister Cersei. Sorry, I beg your
yeah.
pardon. And he was crying. I'm like, okay, look how the big people in this Game of Thrones die. First of all, King of the Night just die. Ordinary night star, big, die. Do you understand? Then, the person that worried everybody, Cersei. Cersei is this, Cersei is strongly building for, collapse. Cersei died. Jaime died.
Just like that.
Then the person who killed Cersei and did all what she did, oh my goodness, Daenerys.
Ooh,
Daenerys just died like this.
Yeah.
She
Another
also
stab
died.
with stab of knife, just like it's like they like knife a lot. I think must have been inspired by the streets of London with the plenty knife crimes. You know, then all of a sudden Jon Snow is now back to the Night Watch. They are back to watching the wall. As in, it makes absolutely no sense. I didn't want to say this because I wanted to first sleep and wake up. I can't believe I stayed up till 3 o'clock in the morning
And
to
waited
watch
8
this
years.
nonsense. I could have been watching African Magic instead and been more
Patience
fulfilled.
Ozoko, at least she's always successful in what
You
she
know.
does. And no one kills
I would
her.
have gotten more gratification if I was watching.
World apart.
I don't even know. Man, you guys need to apologize to us for keeping us awake and reshoot this thing
Yeah.
and let the Night King win.
Maybe it was like version 1. Maybe they're going to bring out version 2.
Because
You definitely
come,
would have had more
EFCC
fun.
is not only Naira
Even
Marley.
listening to the
Go and pick up this
adverts we
Game
need
of
to
Thrones
play
people.
now.
Na them. All right, guys, we'll be back in a moment talking about Naira Marley when we return. Don't you dare touch it. Trending all over social media, on Twitter, across the blogs, and in court when we return. 96.9. Loyal Major Lazer Kiss Daniel's Cranium. It is After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. Got very beautiful lobsters up in here. I got a Ugandan lobster. Yes. I got an Ajegunle lobster. And I got
What
an
is that?
Imo State crayfish. But don't worry, she's growing into a lobster eventually.
Wow.
Right?
Beautiful,
Right.
beautiful lobster.
Okay, Daddy Freeze.
Okay, now to talk about the biggest issue in Nigeria today.
See me see trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Am I a
see me see trouble. Am I a Yahoo boy?
And the
Yet to
answer
know.
was
Now, this has been trending all over social media. About 7 posts on Linda Ikeji's blog alone, and a trending topic on Twitter in Lagos. I think, see, it's still
Wow.
trending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9.
Trending at number 9 after trending all day in Nigeria. Let me see if it's trending in Lagos. Still, we watching the trend map. Okay, he's trending at number 1 in Lagos. Trending at number 1 in Lagos. Let's look at Ibadan. So we know exactly how Game of Thrones is trending in Ibadan. What do Ibadan people know about Game Kilomatan same there. All right. Wow. Naira Marley is not trending, or Game of Thrones is trending.
It's
My
trending.
Ibadan people are trying.
even Olivia Pope is trending in
Ibadan. Shout out to my Ibadan fellows. And try. MSC. All right. What else? Let's check Port Harcourt too before we round off to know what's trending.
Manchester.
Manchester United is trending.
Is there a game today?
So it looks like Lagos is the one that is carrying, Lagos and Nigeria as a whole are carrying this Naira Marley trend. And Linda Ikeji gave us some updates. Apparently, I think Pulse or one of the blogs was in there in court. See Naira Marley appearing. I saw a picture of his. What do you
has
have to say?
happened to his face?
I've never really been bothered about his situation, but today I felt some sort of pity for him. You know.
Anyway, I can't say anything because you're not you're innocent until found guilty.
I mean, I just like a Nigerian celebrity having to go through that, and then
what hurts
his
me
mom
is not even
coming
based.
to cry.
The mom came to cry.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's just really sad. I mean, and I don't know if I should say he brought this upon himself.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Do you guys think he brought this
Oh yeah,
upon
his
himself?
statement sparked.
It was his phone, his thumbs that tweeted the tweet.
So, you see, there was a time when people would say, you're looking for a solution to a problem, don't bring it to social media. I think social media is more powerful than we realize.
I'm telling
It
you,
is.
it's really very powerful now.
Because what was his tweet again? If you knew what whites did to Africans, you wouldn't blame us for
you knew
being
anything
Yahoo.
about
Yeah,
slavery.
if you knew something about slavery. So that was the
But
genesis.
what was the but
And-
really though?
No, don't you think Simi was the genesis?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what actually brought him back. When Simi came and said, if you're a Yahoo boy, don't buy my music. And then he came out and said a lot of...
It was in his defense. I mean, him trying
What
to
about
defend
Rugged
it.
Man? What about Rugged Man?
I don't see anything Rugged Man did. Rugged Man literally just came and said, no.
opinion.
Then we have Uncle T Bills who came today
Yeah,
and
today,
told
and he
Rugged
bashed
Man,
Rugged Man.
you don't want to get on my wrong side, bro.
Oh please!
you don't
should
wanna-
just spare himself.
you don't
I mean,
wanna-
T-Bills should just spare himself. I mean, I think it was out of social media, by the way. Why is he back?
No, he has been back.
Is his therapy done?
As in, my lobsters are just entertaining.
No, he has been back. He has been back, but I don't see. He had a strong point. T-Bills had a very strong point today, saying that he was basically saying that our youth don't know better. They don't have alternatives. That he was basically saying it's not someone's first choice to do Yahoo. So he had that point there. Then I don't understand how we started saying Rugged Man, bro. Next time go private, man.
Yeah. You see, Mr. Bills is a good friend of mine. Rugged Man is somebody I know. I'm cool with. Simi is the wife of somebody I'm also very cool with, and I truly respect. What's his name again? Adekunle. Awesome guy. I didn't know who Naira Marley was until this. Just like I didn't know who Nipsey Hussle. No, I knew I had heard about Nipsey Hussle, but I never heard a single song.
I knew he was Lauren's boyfriend.
I didn't even know whose girlfriend. I just heard Nipsey Hussle.
And I think we're one of the first people to ever
Do you know how many of his songs I have heard
But you didn't
after his
actually.
death?
Okay, yeah.
I never knew who Naira Marley was.
Still haven't heard this.
But he has become, I've listened to his music now, I've seen his collabos, I've actually gone to check him out on
Yeah,
Instagram.
look at his pictures. I never knew what he looked like. but I
I've
knew
seen his
songs.
pictures and all that. Do you think this whole thing is making a legend or making a villain?
A villain. First of all, I don't see I want to say that he's becoming a legend. You become a legend when you're fighting for something. You're fighting for black rights and you go to jail for that. That's why Mandela came out a legend. You're fighting for fraud. No,
Now, hold on. Let me
like
mess
that.
with you guys. In a society where nothing works or nothing works the way it's supposed to work. Breaking news, guys, we have 91 million people living in extreme poverty. More than double. India, a country with one of the largest populations in the world, 1.3 billion, has 45 million people living in extreme poverty. Nigeria has double that and extra. I don't know if I'm making sense to you. In a country where poverty is king, and there are not many ways out, here's what happens. Those who break the law become, how do I put it? They become like rebels. And those who try to catch them become the villains.
Yeah.
We're going to go on a break and we're going to come right back and we keep discussing this, don't you go anywhere. Making
Yeah.
a legend or making a villain. The Naira Marley saga in a moment. We's back. Naira Marley making a legend or making a villain. Remember, in a proper society, the good guys are the ones that catch the bad guys.
Yeah.
In a society that's upside down with little opportunity for the poor, corruption is key. The bad guys are now those who try to catch the guys who are living their hustle.
Yeah.
That's how it becomes. That's why in the US, because of when there was a lot of oppression of black people, you remember NWA, F the Police?
Mm-hmm.
NWA had a song that was swearing at the police. The police, yes, a lot of crime back then was committed by black people. But because of the oppression against black people, those criminals were now seen as heroes while the police was now the villain. There was a riot at a point in the 90s, if I remember correctly. If you followed NWA, that's the group where Ice Cube, Eazy-E,
Cuba Gooding. Oh no, that was a movie.
Dr. Dre, there were riots. And people actually came out and fought the system.
The society, I know the society is really messed up right now, but it still doesn't justify someone saying that, oh, now Naira Marley is in jail, oh, now he's about to become a legend. No, he's not going to become a legend. And the sad thing about it is, I know...
Do you consider Tupac a legend?
Yeah.
Do you know one of the reasons why he was imprisoned was rape? You didn't know?
I don't personally
Just
know.
Hold on. Tupac, rape, jail. Let's just put that to Google. Rape conviction. Tupac Amaru Shakur. In November 1993, Shakur and others were charged with sexual assaulting a woman in a hotel room. Shakur denied the charges. According to Shakur, he had prior relations days earlier with the woman, which were consensual. The woman testified that she performed consensual oral on Shakur. The complainant claimed sexual assault after her second visit to Shakur's hotel room. She alleged that Shakur and his entourage raped her. At the trial, Shakur was convicted of first-degree sexual abuse.
I'm sorry to cut you there, but that isn't why Shakur is a legend.
I'm saying Shakur is a legend for making music.
But he was the difference
yes,
is...
But he also had... You see, listen,
he was already popular before.
Listen, this word, convicted, this sentence, convicted of first-degree sexual abuse.
Mm-hmm.
But he was popular before.
It has nothing to do with him
Naira
being
Marley
a legend.
was... Very people knew Naira Marley before
now,
this.
This is a system.
Naira Marley is just going to be a scapegoat for every
Okay, so you believe
person.
he's going to be a villain?
Yes.
And in
You believe...
villain. I feel
Villain.
like
if everything, if it is done right, if he's charged and found guilty, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to be a scapegoat, and that's what the EFCC is doing, because everybody's just relaxed about this fraud thing. People are saying the country is not good, there's no opportunity, so young people are going into fraud. But now with Naira Marley, I think they're going to rethink it, okay? Because I mean, I feel like the government and everybody has been relaxed about things to do to curb this cyber fraud. But with this Naira Marley thing, knowing that it just stemmed up from a post on social media, I feel like it's going to reduce it. And I think if it's found guilty, the right thing should be done. All
right, I'm going to be absolutely neutral on this. I'm just going to be the compare. Phone lines are open 2710-969, 2711-969, 2712-969, and 2713-969. Naira Marley, making of a legend or making of a villain.
We're just going to take like two calls.
Yeah, we're going to take very few calls. We've got a caller right here. Hello. Good evening. Go ahead.
See, I don't know where the government is going with this thing, but the thing is that let's just get our fingers crossed and see what will happen. In as much as I'm concerned, I'm sure nothing will come out of this Naira Marley scheme.
All right, thank you very much. Let's take another call. Good evening. Welcome to After Dark on 96.9 Cool FM with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. Go ahead.
Government things and system work for us. It's not about apprehending one person for fraud, but then you have to make the system work. It's not about going about arrest. But after arresting, most people learn from.
Okay, absolutely beautiful. Making of a legend or making of a villain. What's your take?
Very quickly, I honestly do think that Naira Marley would come out ashamed of himself, especially looking at the fact that he put himself right into where he is right now. I know that it's going to be a deterrent to every average Nigerian. Now, of course, it doesn't mean that immediately everybody's going to stop, fraud, internet fraud and all that, but at least you know that you can't come out and be bragging, thinking about it, or making it look normal, which is why this is, on the flip side, too sad for Naira Marley, but exciting for me to say that, we see that there's a direction, they're working in the direction of some type of justice against such things.
Exactly.
So I think when Naira Marley comes out, in fact, if anything, he will be humble, right? And they would hope that, he is not going to sink in the shame of the fact that he brought this upon himself.
Thank you very much for that. Let's take a final call. Naira Marley, making of a legend or making of a villain?
Alex,
Yes, go ahead.
I feel that if there's any evidence against Naira Marley, he should have been convicted and judged immediately, but apparently they don't have evidence against him. So why is he not convicted and arraigned immediately?
The Nigerian judicial system also likes to take its time. So Naomi wants to pick one more call. Thanks for that, Doe.
Last call.
Last call. What's your name? And go ahead with your comment.
Yeah, that's it. My name is Naira. And let's just take this. We look to the fact of that. Doctors are being caught everything. So what's the big deal about this guy? Is it because the celebrity is shooting his bad and all that? Yeah.
All right, what's the big deal about this guy is what he says, but that's as far as we can go in After Dark with Daddy Freeze and the Lobsters. Join us every weekday on 96.9 Cool FM 7 to 9. We're coming early, so you better come on early with us. 7 o'clock
Yes.
is 7 o'clock. We don't mess around.
It's a
Love
date.
you all.